On behalf of Northern Lights SAD and Northern Lights Youth Services, we want to welcome you to Walk the Walk 2015. I'm Lee Erickson. I'm the coordinator for the Northern Lights SAD program that includes the Dakotas in Minnesota and the executive director of Northern Lights Youth Services, which is the nonprofit that oversees it.
I'm Rachel Pishtek, a former SAD student and now working under the title of Marketing and Development for Northern Lights, and we're so excited to have you here today.
Walk the Walk is an event for students and the community alike, and it's taking place in locations across the whole Northern Lights SAD region, which is really kind of cool. The idea of the event is to shine a spotlight on the young people who don't just talk the talk when it comes to making positive decisions, but they walk the walk, and for adults in the community who support them. And today we're going to be hearing personal stories from a lot of people, who have dealt with some of the issues that Northern Lights SAD addresses.
While you're at the event, make sure to write down why you walk the walk on the Walk the Walk wall. These will be on display at our Northern Lights Conference in Grand Forks this spring.
Prepare to be motivated, inspired, and to continue on the walk with us.
Hello, my name is Liz. I'm from Minot, North Dakota, and this is my testimony. Scars remind us of where we've been. They don't have to dictate where we're going. That is my favorite quote from the show Criminal Minds. I joined Bishop Ryan's SAD in 2007 as a freshman. The only reason I joined was because my friend Rachel said it would be good for me. I was having a tough time with things that were going on in my home life, as well as at school. For the next 2 years after that, I continued to make destructive decisions. I was drinking and even began to harm myself. During my junior year of high school, there was a car accident and a young girl from the next town over died. My friend Macy, who was a Northern Lights Advisory Board member, or what we call NLAB member, started to struggle because she was friends with this young girl who had passed away. Macy asked me to come along with her to the NLAB meeting she had to go to in New Rockford. While I was at the NLAB meeting, I felt so welcomed by everyone. People were asking if I would run for NLAB next year, and I just kept pushing them away because I could not see the leader in myself that they could. By the end of that year, I had put my application for NLAB in after hearing and seeing what great things could be in my life, and I wanted better for myself as well. William Faulkner once said, "Don't bother just being better than your contemporaries or your predecessors. Try to be better than yourself." I was blessed to receive a spot on the NLAB and had started to cope with things in a healthy manner. I was moving forward with my life and loved the great support system and family that SAD had become for me. In the summer of 2010, I caused a car accident by hydroplaning into the back of another car. My friend who was with me broke her wrist and had to be rushed to the hospital. That night, I had many people tell me that it was my fault and that my friend would probably never speak to me again. I was overcome with guilt and began to backslide. When I came forward later that year asking for help to stop self-harming, the SAD community was there with open arms and encouragement to get me through it. 2 of my close NLAB friends asked to write the word "not" on my arm where I had cut myself, so it would read "not my fault" instead of just "my fault." SAD stayed with me wherever I went, even after I moved to Washington State in 2011 after graduating high school. When hard times came around once again, like the passing of our dear friend Gerard Schuchard, the SAD community was there with support, love, and comfort. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Many of you know that quote from the movie Lilo and Stitch, but I also want you to know that SAD is my Ohana, and it can be yours too. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jacob Sommerfeld. I had the wonderful opportunity of joining SAD at a young age, a sophomore in high school, but I wasn't always so lucky. Before I joined SAD, I saw the alcohol, I saw bullying, I saw the reckless driving, and something inside of me said that I don't have to do that. I'm not going to stoop down to that level where peer pressure is going to affect me. And that's why I'm so thankful that I found SAD, and the people that I met in SAD believed in the same things that I do. And it was like we were automatically friends just because we had those core values. Now I'm going to get my teaching degree. I'm also in the military, and both of my careers have had a large impact from my SAD experiences. The leadership and everything else has helped me along the way. My SAD life hasn't ended just because I'm not a student in high school anymore. I still make good decisions, and heck, I just turned 21, And I still can say to this day, I've never been drunk before. And I am so proud of that. It amazes me how many people admire me for doing this, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are doing the same thing as me. They are just the ones who you don't hear about. I'm so glad I'm still walking the walk to this day. SAD is not just a club or organization. It is a lifestyle.
What's up, Northern Lights SAD? It's Matt Bellis. I spoke at the conference, twice. Loved it. Just telling you how I walk the walk. I'm here today on this beach. It's almost November. I don't live here though. I'm speaking in this town. My story is I went to a conference in high school similar to Northern Lights and went on to college and started a prevention group that promotes natural highs all over. Our campus at Bucknell University made natural highs very popular, and I went on to a speaking career. So now I get to travel the world doing this. It's been 20 years of speaking, and some days are great. Some days I get to catch waves, great sun, just like North Dakota, right? And I don't live here, I'm just speaking here. To me, that's walking the walk. And I know that if you're passionate about what you do in life and you pursue natural highs, you're going to be healthier, you're going to be happier. And who knows, it might just take you to a beach in late October and influencing young people to make positive choices. So, good talking to you. Have a great conference and a great fundraiser. Take care.
Hi, I'm Erin Mueller. I'm from Hillsborough, North Dakota originally, and I went to school in Hillsborough as well. I was a member of SAD in grades 7 through 12, and I was involved in various SAD activities. I was a officer of our local chapter, and I just helped with a lot of safety awareness campaigns in our town and a lot of traffic safety awareness as well. So growing up, I had a lot of problems with shyness and just self-confidence in general, and SAD was one of those organizations that really helped me to get through that. And I got really involved in SAD probably my freshman year, and that's kind of when my self-confidence was reaching an all-time low, and I started becoming better friends with so many of my classmates that were really involved in SAD. And I would go to the state conferences, and everyone was just so positive all the time, and I just felt so comfortable. And I went to a national conference my junior year, and all those experiences and meeting all those people that are just so great and making differences in their areas just really helped me to, start gaining the confidence that I needed to grow and, grow beyond that high school stereotype of shyness and low self-confidence. So that was really, a phenomenal part of the SAD experience for me. Now I am happy to say I'm doing great. I work as a registered nurse at Sanford Children's Hospital in Fargo, and I love it so far. It's going great. I walk the walk by every day just trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be to those around me. And, especially when I work in a children's hospital, it's important to remember that everyone comes from different backgrounds and has different experiences in their lives. And I think the values that SAD taught me about just respecting everyone and recognizing that everyone, grows up in different situations has really helped me to see that every day in work and just be able to really talk to the kids I work with and just work to make the world better, hopefully.
Sometimes walking the walk isn't always easy. This next speaker...
Okay, that was good.
Okay. Sometimes walking the walk isn't always easy. This next speaker is going to show us why sometimes when you do walk the walk, you need to be tenacious.
I'm going to do something I don't normally do right now. I'm going to brag a bit about myself. My name is Josh Shipp, and I am successful. I have 2 books that have been published by major publishers and have sold a ton of copies. I have traveled the world and spoken to more than 2 million students live, hosted a couple TV shows. I've been on MTV, I've been on CNN, I've been on 2020. And Inc. magazine said that I am the most popular and highest paid expert in the youth industry. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know how they find that information, but I don't argue with Inc. magazine. They sue people. Let me explain to you why I'm bragging about myself. I'm not trying to be obnoxious, I'm trying to prove a point. Because I need you to listen to me, and I need you to know that I'm successful because I want you to be successful. Now, everyone likes the idea of success, but not the demands that success requires. Success isn't about your level of talent, it's frankly about your level of tenacity. You must be tenacious. Look, I have spoken at every fancy pants university you can imagine. Harvard, Stanford, UCLA, all MIT, all of those. And every student that I've spoken to from those fancy pants, prestigious universities full of a bunch of smarty pants kids, they all told me this, that it's not about the talent, but it's about being tenacious. Because think about it, we all have talent, we're all smart, intelligent at something, but your talent, your intelligence does not matter at all if when things get hard, which they will for all of us, you shut down and you fold. The word tenacious means you hang on, you never quit, you never let go. Have you ever seen like a little dog with like its jaws locked around like some chew toy and it won't let go, and the owner, like lifts it up off the ground and you think the jaws are gonna like fall out of its mouth, but it doesn't. Its feet are dangling, like dangling in the air. That is freaking tenacious. This is what you have to be like to be successful. You have to be like that little chihuahua gripped onto the bear that won't let go. Some of you are confused right now. You're like, this little man is telling me to bite my stuffed animals.
Let go, 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 let go.
The people who are successful in life are tenacious, and they believe that they can succeed. They don't crumble when life crumbles. Hey, failure is honestly, I'm not joking, it is a part of the process. And this right here, in that moment, where you try something, you risk, you put yourself out there and you fail, this is where most people stop, quit and fold, and believe one of the biggest lies you could believe, which is this. I guess success just isn't meant for me. I guess it's meant for other people who are smarter and more talented, but it's not meant for me. And that, my friend, is a big, fat lie. Michael Jordan, I'm sure you know about him. He's considered one of the most successful basketball players of all time. Get this, in his career, he scored more than 32,000 points. And throughout his entire career, Jordan shot less than 50% from the field. So let me explain to you what I'm saying. Jordan played the position of a shooting guard. So do you know what the primary job of a shooting guard is? To shoot said ball and get that ball to go into the hoop. That was like his whole job. And Jordan, Air Jordan, Michael Jordan, got the shoes, got all that. He failed half of the time. Half of the time. Greatest basketball player ever. So the question is, how did he deal with that? What did he do? Did he go home and cry into his giant Nike endorsed pillow? No, he actually used that moment of failure as motivation. He didn't see that situation as failure. He saw it as an opportunity to get better. You see, he was tenacious. That's what you need to do.
To be clear, I'm not pretending.
I know how Jordan felt. Here's another example for you. Thomas Edison, his most famous invention was the light bulb. Now, the tough part about the light bulb was sort of finding that the right material for the filament. You know, that little thin wire inside the light bulb that glows bright when you run electricity through it. Edison tested more than 1,600 materials to find the right filament. He tested coconut fiber and fishing line, and I am not joking, hairs from a friend's beard. I am not kidding you. Now, I don't know how he stumbled upon that. I guess he just running out of stuff to test, and then just went up to his buddy and looked like a member of Duck Dynasty. Hey, why are you ripping hair out of my face, you terrible human being? Thomas Edison at one point, I guess, just went up to his friend with a pair of scissors and said, I think your beard might be the key to civilization.
The future of humanity rests in your beard. There we have it.
Edison and his workers finally figured out what they could use that would work, that would be successful. Thinly sliced bamboo. But the question was, what type of bamboo? So he sent his team all over the world, literally, to the US, South America, Cuba, They finally found a bamboo that was perfect in Japan. But in all, Edison experimented with 6,000 types of bamboo. 6,000! I didn't even know there's 6,000 types of bamboo, did you? 6,000 types of bamboo. And 5,999 failed. Now, I want you to think about this for a moment. Think about if you had tried something in your life, like to get a job. 6,000 times you went and filled out an application and had an interview, and 5,999 times you failed, you would probably no doubt be a little bit discouraged. But Edison didn't look at it that way. This is what he said. He said, "I have not failed, I just found all the ways that did not work." You see, Edison was tenacious. You want to be successful, you must be tenacious. You got to keep at it and not get discouraged. Let's say you want an after-school job. But what if instead of trying to find a job, you sort of switched up your mindset a bit? What if your goal was to get 20 different employers to say no to you? Now, not because you love rejection and are some sort of weird human being, but because you realize that once you get those no's, you're actually much closer to the yes. You see, the yes is what matters, not the no's. People that don't get you, that say no, that turn you away, that whatever, who cares? Move on. Failure does not mean game over. It means continue the game and you got new information. Tenacity matters. Hey, good afternoon. I noticed you have a crap ton of leaves out there. You want me to take care of that bad boy for you? 20 bucks. Yeah? Awesome. I'll go take care of that. I can't believe you said yes. I don't know you. I mean, I can't sort of look into your soul right now and know what it is that you want in your life. And if I could, that would be really creepy. I'd be like, right now, you want a peanut butter cookie? Be like, is he in my room? Like, what is happening? Hello? Mother? Someone hold me. There is something in your life right now you no doubt want to accomplish. And the truth is, you likely can. But only if you don't give up too soon. It will not be easy, but it is possible. Remember that it is your moments of defeat and how you respond to those that define you, not your moment of success. It's easy to be all happy and positive and upbeat when things are going well. But the next time you fail, don't get bitter, don't get angry, don't get discouraged. Just ask yourself very practically this question: what can I learn from this? You know, what lesson can I pull from this frustrating, terrible situation that will help me in the future? That's it. If you do this, and trust me, it will not be easy because you'll want to get discouraged in that moment. But if you do this, when you do this, you will develop tenacity. You see, tenacity is like a muscle. It's not just something that you're given. It's something that you must earn by putting it into practice. The more you do it, the easier it gets, the stronger you get at looking at failures through the lens of tenacity. So if you know you want something, and it's good, and it's right, it's good for you, it's good for other people, for your school, for your family, listen to me, run after it. It matters. Don't stop. Don't stop just because you failed or, some idiot said something discouraging to you. Run after it and do not stop. Be tenacious.
Whether you're at a live event or watching this over social media, if you agree with the work that we're trying to do, we need your help.
You can make a secure donation on our website, nlsad.com, and you can also find us all across social media.